At 71, I lost my job as a rally driving instructor. Before I did that, I may always like rally, but before I did that, I worked for this company here in Melbourne where we actually cut the roof off this XJS one evening. It's a Jaguar XJS. We cut the roof off in a drunken stupor, thinking we should make it into a station wagon. The owner didn't know what to do with the car, so I dragged it home 3 years ago in the idea of rebuilding this car. Now I have no job, so this is my new job. It's putting this car back together how we originally thought we should have the car built. There was no XJS wagons in America that I know of. There was a Lynx company that built 68 of them, so we did a knockoff here. The idea is to rebuild the car, put it back on the road, and enjoy it for a while before I move it on. Anyway, enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.
Stage is set, the lights are bright. March Madness in the air tonight. 14 stand with dreams so high. Illinois, UConn reaching for the sky.
Over there, I managed to pull them out, but I'm probably going to run new harnesses.
So high, Illinois, UConn reaching for the sky. Michigan's heart, Arizona's flare. Who will be the champion? Who will dare? Final four. It's the showdown of the year. Basketball's bouncing, hear the crowd cheer. Who will rise? Who will fall? March Madness, answer the call.
Looking a little better. Make some new plates here. There we go. Well, a couple of days work. I think it's looking better in there. Nice and tidy, clean. Still the paint's a little tacky, but I made those new shrouds. This is something you'll never see, but it's worth doing. I know it's done right. I guess this bit we never finished off properly.
I've been running from the mirror's truth.
I even used the Jaguar oval washers. I drew them out all big. I say, set these bolts.
Shows the beauty I left behind.
I think I did these ones in metric.
I'm learning to love the woman I've always been.
So I'm going to make a little blanking plate for here, so a piece of cardboard. Cut out what I want.
I've been running from the mirror's truth, hiding from the things I outgrew.
Let's go! Let's go!
Yeah, so today I covered this up. Like, there's a big gap there, it looked ugly. Retapped and made these bolts fit, so this whole radio thing sits on properly. I started to hook up all the full linkage. Started to hook up the electrical bar on the back there. Just a little silly job really today. Slow day. I had to go get the welder fixed. I had some cables put on it, all kinds of stuff today, so getting there. Slowly. So there's nothing wrong with this brake booster, but I took it out so I could clean it and I could grease the fulcrum pins up so they're all nice and free moving, and reseal the box before it goes back in the car, because they're notorious for leaking on your feet underneath the brake pedal there. So that's the brake booster going back together again, and then I'm going to be installing it back in the car. While I'm doing that, before I do that, I have to reseal the box up where it goes into that hole over there. It's a little hard to see in the video, but reseal that, and then the brake booster and the bracket goes back on top. And then there's 4 bolts that hold it down, and one's really difficult to get to. It took me quite a long time to get one of them back in because it's underneath the booster. And also there's like a speedo counter box in there from, I guess, an 80s thing, so like an old speedo counter box that has to go in there as well. So it's pretty. This is where I had to rent a flaring tool. I had to change a piece of brake line. It looked like it had been crushed from, maybe it's a factory. It's probably why the rear brakes didn't work properly on this car forever. So I found that out later on. I'll show you some pictures of that. But this is me using a tool to make a flare, to flare the brake lines. So this is the crushed line. You can see how crushed that looks. So it does, fluid does go through, but it's really restricted. So this is the bit I cut out. It was alongside the steering rack and the engine, but my gut feeling, this was done at the factory. I don't think there's anything else. There's nothing when we installed the engine. This has just got crushed by something. But anyway, this is what I had to change for the brakes. And then this is using the same flaring tool inside the car. A little difficult when you can't have the flaring tool in the vise, but so I was in and out a few times trying to get the right equipment and wrenches and things to make this happen. Finally I got it, and I put some fluid in the brakes and they don't seem to be leaking, so we should be good there. Well, it's out. Time for a cup of tea, I think, and have some dinner, and then have a go back at this again after dinner. Cheers. Been another long day. Engine compartment coming together, taking its time. I had to make a new brake line because it's crushed. Servos in, throttle linkage is in, vacuum tank on the other side's in. The valve for giving the brake pressure, less pressure on the back of the car's in. The shrouds are back in, electrical lines are back in. Booster, if I didn't say that, and there's a trip meter in there as well. So, long day. Coming together slowly.
glow comes from inside. When I don't need a proof, when I say no without guilt, and I still keep my peace. It's being kind, staying sharp,